Uncover the astonishing truth about a colossal, carnivorous amphibian that once ruled the Earth, dining on dinosaurs. Frogs are the most common type of amphibian alive today, with an estimated 5,500 separate species, making them the most diverse and successful clade of the lissamphibians. They are known from all the continents except Antarctica, but their fossil record is quite poor. Although very much extant, scientists still debate how many actual families make up the order containing frogs and toads, Unura, with discussion ongoing as to how to classify frogs and toads around today. It is no wonder that difficulties arise when trying to piece together the development and relationships between elements of Unura when you consider how sparse the fossil evidence is. Now the discovery of a giant, late Cretaceous frog from Madagascar that may be related to the horned frogs of South America has opened up the debate once again over frog family ancestry and the breakup of the supercontinent Gondwanaland. Frogs and toads are very specialized lissamphibians with a body shape, morphology, unlike their living relatives and their ancient amphibian ancestors from the Paleozoic. In comparison with other amphibian groups, they have dramatically reduced skeletons, lacking ribs, a tail with a simple pelvic girdle, and relatively few vertebrae. One of the earliest known frogs was also found in Madagascar, called Triadobatrachus. This animal dates back to the Triassic. Frogs and toads were probably relatively abundant during the Mesozoic, but the lack of fossil evidence inhibits paleontologists when it comes to working out Unura evolution. Fossil bones have been recorded from a number of Mesozoic sites, but they are usually isolated fragments, ilia, humeri, limb bones, and the more robust skull elements such as the frontoparietals and squamosals, elements from the top and towards the rear of the skull respectively. Some upper jaw bones, maxillae, have also been located, and it is the jaws and the partial skull elements that provide the greatest assistance to paleontologists when they attempt to work out the relationships between extinct genera and species. Researchers from New York's Stony Brook University, aided by a team from University College London headed up by vertebrate morphology and paleontologist Susan Evans, have published their findings on this new species of Madagascan giant frog in the journal Proceedings of the National Academy of Sciences. This discovery, led by David Krauss of Stony Brook University, may undermine current scientific thinking over the isolation of Madagascar that was believed to have taken place in the Cretaceous. Conventional theory states that by approximately 95 million years ago, the landmass that was to eventually form India and Madagascar had split away from Africa, part of the breakup of Gondwanaland, Australia, New Zealand, Africa, Antarctica, and South America. Over the next 30 million years or so, a rising plume of hot magma forced its way through a fault rifting apart India and Madagascar. Madagascar was left an isolated island with its own distinct indigenous fauna and flora, and India went northwards to collide with Asia. The fossilized bones of Beelzebufo impinga, a frog the size of a partially deflated beach ball and tipping the scales at around 4 kilograms, making it the largest frog found to date, resemble the bones of the extant frog group, the Ceratophrinae. The Ceratophrinae, termed the horned frogs, as many members of this family have soft extensions of skin growing out from the upper eyelid, which resemble little horns, are associated with South America. Study of the fossils had indicated that this ancient animal is not related to any of the frog species living on Madagascar today. If Madagascar was very much an isolated island when Beelzebufo was hopping around, then how do scientists explain a member of the Ceratophrinae group on an island thousands of miles away from their ancestral home of the South Americas? The most characteristic feature of the Ceratophrinae is not their horned eyelids, but their large heads, huge mouths, and blunt snouts. They are voracious and unfussy hunters, lying half submerged in mud waiting for any unsuspecting small animal to wander by. Basically, anything that can fit into their mouths is on the menu: mice, frogs, snakes, fish, and such like. Thanks for joining us on this wild journey through prehistory. If you were as amazed as we were by the giant satanic frog, don't forget to subscribe for more incredible discoveries. Until next time, keep exploring the wonders of our ancient world.